Straus Project 2015 at Farm Rock Atlanta. It's Michael Grant of LA Guns. How you doing, sir?
Doing very well, man.
Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it. So you've been doing this now for how long?
The LA Guns thing?
Yeah.
Just over 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have your own style that you stamp on the songs, and
I guess.
How do you balance your own style versus the way that other earlier stuff was recorded?
That's a great question. I think that it's just a base of like stamping it with my own individuality, because when I first joined, I told Phil and Steve that if they wanted a guitarist who is going to play it exactly like Tracy Guns, then I'm not your guy. Love Tracy Guns, he's amazing. Everything he wrote is amazing, but, you know, it's not me. I try to keep the essence of whatever he was kind of going for or doing, but, you know, it's funny because later on Tracy had messaged me and kind of told me that's what he likes about me, which is...
That's really cool. So
cool.
You actually have a relationship.
Through social media, yeah.
Social media is great.
But not like face to face. But yeah, he shows up on my page sometimes, and we message each other sometimes, and always complimentary and always really cool.
That's really neat, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. So, talking about social media, how do you use that to connect with your fans?
I think I use social media like a visual diary to some extent. Through photos and stuff like that, but because I mean, staying in touch with your fans is incredibly important, and being able to upload content where it's directly available immediately is, you know, it's nice. So I try to jump on that to promote events and to promote shows and to keep in touch with friends and family. Really, that's about it.
Yeah, and you can use it for business too. I feel like you can get a lot more exposure and get your reach a lot farther than places that you wouldn't even tour.
Yeah, and it's an easier way to keep in touch than you know, phone calls and stuff.
Writing a letter.
That. Yeah. Sometimes phone calls. Sometimes you people don't know when to get off the phone.
Which is true. Everybody's looking down at their phones. And do you feel like that takes away from the concert experience? People that are on their phones are taking pictures or posting that, hey, I'm watching LA Guns, instead of listening to your music?
That's another good question. I do and I don't. I think that it's good because they're spreading your musical virus like a plague. You know,
I like that.
They're immediately uploading like a video of yours, and then it's available to millions all of a sudden, and immediately. So I down it because I do feel that it takes a little bit away of the artist-audience kind of connection. You know what I mean? Because there's a third party that's kind of like a little third-party buffer, which is their phone. And they're like not even looking at what's going on. They're like looking at their phone. You know what I mean? And they're not really truly experiencing it. They are to some degree, but not to the full extent of people who, or a time when we didn't have that technology. Because then people were just totally engulfed in what was going on.
Do you feel the same way about recordings? Do you feel the same way about MP3s versus an actual album?
I do. But I mean, if you want to survive in today's world, you can't be a dinosaur and not move with the times and not move with the technology. You just become a Neanderthal if that's the case. So you kind of have to move with the times. So with that being said, I do appreciate it for what it is, you know.
Fantastic. Michael Grant, LA Guns, thank you for taking the time with the Straus Project.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me.